All right, here with senior wide receiver Justin Bernard. Your last camp for you. Kind of just talk about that feeling and how it's going so far.
I think last year I got a little taste of it last camp because like a lot of the guys that came, because I'm a redshirt, a lot of the guys I came with, they were in their last camp, and I feel like we kind of rushed the season. So we kind of have like a new model with this camp, like one play, one rep, one meal at a time. Like we're kind of just enjoying it, and I just think that not only does it allow us to enjoy our last camp, but it allows us to be winners. Coach Murphy and them, they teach us to win one rep at a time. We started last year in winning conditioning, like counting wins. So if we can just win one rep at a time and just enjoy it, we'll come out on top. All that matters is going 1-0 at a time, and while we're going 1-0 at a time, we're enjoying it. One thing at a time.
Along with that, what do you think maybe has been the biggest improvement, on the offensive side of the ball, even either since last fall or even since the spring?
I want to say depth for the first time. Like we got Bartek and Monette. They're really working in, looking good this spring. A lot of the new running back. He's looking good. And tight ends for the first time, and they really, there's like 4 tight ends that I'm looking at. I'm like, wow, these guys look pretty good. And the O-line, they're looking great. Probably like the best I've seen them since I've been here.
For you, individually, it seems like you've probably accomplished, everything you can here in terms of records, catches, yards, touchdowns, single season, game, and career records for all 3 of those. How important is it to you, to kind of go out on top this year and, have a successful season?
It's definitely important. I set goals last year for myself, and I definitely didn't achieve them. But I think the big thing is, I've been here for, this is going to be my 5th year now, and we yet to crack the middle of the league. And I'd really like to go out on the top. I know guys across the league that I played prep school with in high school and stuff like that, and these guys have gone hard where, I'd like to finish top 3 somewhere this year in the league. I think it'd hold pretty well, assuming that this probably is my last year of football.
What do you think will allow you guys to do that, at least on the offensive side of the ball? Maybe what do you see as your strength?
I think it's just execution. There's a few things, that we just, that Coach Murphy drills in our heads. We didn't do well hitting it. Like not running our routes to our right depths or giving plays away, or just not hitting like little keys that he's built into the offense. And we just didn't do a good job with it last year.
All right, here with senior wide receiver and captain Nick Marcella. Last camp for you, kind of talk about that, and maybe different perspective this year as taking on the captain leadership role.
It's definitely emotional coming into camp and not seeing the guys that you've been with the entire time. But there's definitely a new mind state this year going in, and being a captain and a leader, I got to kind of move that forward. The guys all have a good mind state. We're going in, we're looking, we're hungry to win, and we expect to win. And as a leader, I got to make sure that we're doing that no matter what. Even at times we can get down a little bit.
And talk about how camp's going so far. Maybe some early, things that you notice you guys have improved on since last year or even the spring.
I notice a lot more of the continuity on offense and defensive sides. The guys are communicating a lot more, and you can see that translating. We're not as sloppy as we've been this early into camp in the past. We seem to be a little bit more polished, and I think we're only going to get more polished as we go on throughout the season.
Talk about maybe some, I know today I think is the last day of you guys being split, so tomorrow the whole team will be together, but maybe not some, the freshmen, but maybe some sophomores that are back that, have impressed you, that you noticed have taken a leap there.
Jeremy Betts as linebacker, he's been in the right spots, he's been getting a couple interceptions. Josh Garrett in the other group, good tackler, linebacker, he looks like he's ready to go. Ryan Monette and Zach Bartak, 2 wide receivers. They know their plays, they're running smooth routes, and they both have a great set of hands on them. I think these guys are really going to help, and they're going to contribute at the varsity level this year.
Talk about maybe what you see you guys, your strength being maybe, on the offensive side of the ball going into this year.
I think our strength would be depth. I just talked about Monette and Bartak as backups to the wide receiver positions. We have 4 senior wide receivers who've all had extensive playing time, and also having a quarterback come back who had some significant playing time in Yanni Gavalis.